I'm Robert Estrin, and this is livingpianos.com with yet another Baldwin Model L. There have been many of these Baldwins that have come through, and they're delightful instruments. As a matter of fact, some of them ended up in recording studios and performance venues, as well as people's homes. It's a great size grand piano. 6 foot 3 inches gives a tremendous bass, a rich sound, but it's not overwhelming in volume for a home, and yet it gives the experience of a larger grand. Before I tell you more about this particular piano, I just want you to hear the beauty of the tone. I'm going to start off with the second movement of the Koszul 332 Mozart Sonata in F major. A beautiful, warm, rich sound with a clarity and focus. That's a trademark of Baldwin. That combination of clarity and focus associated with the great European pianos like Bechstein and Bösendorfer and others, yet the warmth and the fatness and richness that you expect out of a Steinway or Mason and Hamlin. It's the perfect marriage of tones. Now, what about this particular piano? This is from the turn of the 20th century, and yet the piano has an absolutely stupendous soundboard, as evidenced by the big tone and the sustain going all the way up to the treble. It's very rare to have a piano that has those qualities. Better than that, the piano came in excellent condition. The strings are newer strings, the hammers have plenty of good felt, so it didn't require the total overhaul of ripping out the plate and starting over. No, this is a piano that's been well maintained over the years. Our technicians did fine work in bringing it to this high level. I'm going to play some big chords from the Tchaikovsky B-flat minor piano concerto so you can hear what this instrument is capable of. You know, if I didn't release a sustain pedal, the tone would probably hold over a minute. It's a tremendously sustained tone. Now, why is that important? Well, when you're playing a melody, a beautiful melody, you know, a violinist has the bow and a singer has the breath, as do wind players. But on the piano, you're constantly fighting notes that from the moment you play them, they're fading away. So when you have an instrument that the tone lasts a long time, it provides you with an instrument that you can get a singing quality to the melody. And so I'm going to play a little bit of the B-flat minor nocturne of Chopin to show you that singing tone that I spoke of. It's a real joy to play this instrument. You know, my personal instrument is a 9-foot concert grand Baldwin, and this comes so close, and it's actually a much more practical instrument for those of you who don't live in a large artist loft with 20-foot ceilings. You can still get the feeling of a large grand and the rich sound and a tremendous thunderous bass. Also, mechanically, the action is very precise. It is a more formidable feel. It's not a very light action. If you're looking for a piano with a feather light action, this is not the right instrument for you. While it's not heavy, it is on the heavy side of normal. So if you like a substantial feel to a piano and what some people prefer, I know a lot of concert artists and serious students like a piano that's on the heavier side of normal, just so that when you go to concerts and play maybe a new Steinway that can have a stiff action sometimes, you don't feel like, oh my gosh, I don't have the strength. This is that sort of piano. You don't want, of course, an instrument that's too heavy because you can do hand damage, and I would never let a piano like that go out. So I'm going to now show the amazing rapid action that this piano has with a little bit of Scarlatti, just to get a taste for you. Yes, it responds beautifully. A great all-around piano. If you have any questions about this piano or any piano questions at all, please contact me, Robert@livingpianos.com. And thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time.